Hey guys, how you doing? So just checking in with you. This is Laura. Um, I've been absent this past week because a lot of big events, a lot of big exciting events, but happy stuff. Real positive steps forward for me. Um, and I give a lot of thanks to uh, the higher power, and I say God, whatever you want to say. Is your choice. Um, and yeah, just really happy. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Just wanted to get something out there because I missed the middle of the week. So I'm just going to check in real quick with everybody. So this will be collective. Um, I hope everybody else had happy events. Um, I just was watching uh, so tonight. I'm sorry, I did a lot today. I'll tell you about it in a second. So when I get like that, I'm like kind of tired. But I wanted to get this in so before I actually sit down and completely relax. So I still have to go get ready to go to work tomorrow. So I didn't really have much of a weekend, but um, thankfully I'm fortunate enough to have different streams of income. So I'm gonna not complain. Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm thankful, but I move around a lot. Okay. So I was watching. I came home and I put on the live TV channel, which I do sometimes. I love like old shows. Rarely watch anything new, to be honest with you, unless it's like a good movie that I think is going to be worthwhile. Uh, and I stumbled across Knots Landing. I Look, a lot of you may not be. Some of you may be old enough to remember. Some of you may not be, but it's a soap opera type, adult soap opera type. But it was on at night, so it wasn't an afternoon soap. But anyway, it was popular at one time. And I was watching it and I was laughing because I was like, oh my gosh, I have hair like Knots Landing. There was like a few different women on there. Now, I didn't take it to the 80s extreme, okay? Um, but I was like, oh, I like that. So I kind of got a little more bigger hair tonight because they all had like kind of permed hair and then they sort of flipped it a little. I didn't get to that extreme, but I might though. I actually liked it. So it was like, and then I was put on like kind of like fabulous like stuff. They always like gold and you know. So that's my look tonight. So if you want to check out, if you want to find Knots Landing, look up Knots Landing. Um, just for fun. But I was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna do some hair like that tonight. Anyway, sometimes I do things like that. Don't really like the cookie cutter look that is everywhere at the moment, and I actually never have. So, um, probably never gonna see me following uh, trends like that. Don't. I'll know about them. I'm a hairstylist, but well, I mean, Bob's actually this. I keep hitting the mic. I'm sorry. The Bob haircut is actually really popular right now, but mine is just like that because my hair just always stays this length. I just always have this length. It's like had it a long time ago, and then no, like just chooses for this to be my. And I'm kind of okay with it too at this time of my life. But anyway, that's that. That's the thing. Uh, so I went out today and explored something new. So we're going to talk about adventures right now because I'm having a hard time with having the time to sit down and look at all the rules and regulations for pictures. So let's just talk about it. I might be able to squeeze one or two photos into this so that when you're seeing the video, you can see where I went. I went to an area in the Tampa Bay area called Largo to Clearwater, near the beaches here. I went to a beautiful botanical garden, which was my destination or my goal destination. And come to find out, there was a heritage village attached to it, which was like all these old structures from the early 1900s actually moved the entire structures from one place or another around the area and put them into this heritage village. And you got a tour, you got to go inside all of the different homes, and it's like important people, hold on one second, important people from beginnings of our certain cities around here, or certain roads and things like that. And it was so awesome. It was even like train, there was like old church, there was family homes, people that were like doctors at the time, and there was some stuff that was a little like cringy. There was one where it showed like how an operating room was inside of a home, like a table. It was really sparse, to say the least. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that if you survived back in those days, you were just meant to survive, because there wasn't much in that room, okay? Be glad of the things that we have nowadays, even though we might get a little upset at what we pay, because I know most of us do. The technology and things that we have that can help save our lives now, and if you would have seen what I saw today, oh boy, you should be glad. I know I am. Anyway, awesome day, beautiful. Then I went over to the beach, but the beach, it was starting just about to start pouring down, so I didn't have time to go and take any pictures for you at the beach today, but I'll go back out there again. The next visit, maybe I'll just go right to the beach. I just really wanted to see I really enjoy seeing history, parks in the area, beach, gardens, anytime I can find gardens. And I'm just trying to get out into my own backyard and just explore things I've never seen. Even though being born and raised in Florida, I've never seen any of these things. You tend to stay within a X amount of mile radius from your home, right? So the stuff here is just endless. We live in an amazing state with a lot of beautiful parks and springs and rivers and the Gulf. One side, the West Coast and the East Coast having different waterways. What is it? The Atlantic and the Gulf. I mean, we have a lot of history, a lot of history, as every place does. But anyway, fun, good times. Okay. Well, I found out that a coworker of mine, because I like to hear everybody talks to me. It's a thing, and I'm not really that talkative. I'm talkative on here, but in real life, if I don't know you, I'm not talkative. Okay, I'm just not. I have to get to know you first. So, way older man that was at my workplace. To find out he's written a book about his own healing journey from being in the war and stuff. And point of the story is you never know who you're working with, and never think just because somebody's older than you that they're just you know not relevant to talk to, because you never know who and what anyone's done that's around you, and it's really really uh, good thing to take the time to talk to people, find out some really interesting people are around you that you could just be overlooking. Um, yeah, I don't want to give away too much of the information because it may not be my right, but very interesting person, and I give credit to the fact that he took the time to write about his healing journey uh, as a veteran that could help others that are veterans and that are not, that are just people who need healing. So I think it's that I love meeting. I loved that. I like that meeting a lot. I like to see there's other people doing things out there to help each other, right? So I don't know what our message is going to be tonight. I have no idea. I think I might have a little bit of a cold. I've been having so forgive me if I have to get a tissue. My throat a little bit. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm gonna try to rest, and then that's probably why I'm a little off. I'm a little tired, but I didn't want to skip one more day because I missed the week. I don't want to just have you guys think I disappeared. I'm just gonna do 3 cards, okay? We'll see what they say. See what the message is from my guides, the Most High, okay? For us all tonight, um, nothing in particular. I had a pleasant day, so not feeling as feisty as I usually am. I'm sure there were some things that probably annoyed me this week about human populations sometimes, but I don't really feel like talking about it right now. Because I say what show did I say I was watching? Oh, Knots Landing. Because I'm Knots Landing fabulous tonight. Please look up Knots Landing. You're gonna laugh so hard. It's actually kind of a good soap opera. We're doing, oh gosh, I can't think of the tarot cards right now. Anyway, I'm going to do 2 of the Native American tarot. And I just took that one right off the top. We'll see what happens. Just for a couple extra messages, and we're doing a crystal card. Okay, that's what we do. Alrighty, let's see. We have King of Pentacles, Temperance, and 7 of Cups for our cards. All right, King of Pentacles represents material success, financial abundance, and grounded leadership. He embodies a practical, responsible, and generous nature, often associated with a strong work ethic and a love for the natural world. When this card appears in a reading, it can suggest a time for taking confident action, establishing stability, and enjoying the fruits of one's labor. The Temperance card in tarot represents balance, moderation, and finding harmony. It suggests a need to slow down, integrate different aspects of your life, and avoid extremes. This card often symbolizes the ability to blend opposing forces like spirit and matter or emotions and logic to achieve a higher state of being. Balance, moderation, and finding harmony. Seven of Cups in a tarot reading often signifies choices, illusions, and wishful thinking. It represents a situation where you have many options or opportunities, but they may not be realistic or grounded in reality. This card can also suggest a tendency to daydream or indulge in fantasies rather than taking practical action. Or, okay, it can be a manifestation that can be a card of manifestation where you're creating many scenarios or possibilities for yourself. Let's use that one. Grounded leadership. So, male or female, we are grounded leaders who use temperance to keep ourselves level-headed in our emotions and just in life in general. So because we, at this point in our life, we have a Seven of Cups, which we're going to say is creating lots of different opportunities for ourselves. Okay. So that's good. That's all positive. Um, moving forward, making money, staying level-headed, and creating opportunities for ourselves. I love it. No, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, we had the Native American card is Journey. The Native American tarot deck, the Journey meaning, is often represented by the archetype of the trickster or the fool's journey, which emphasizes a path of self-discovery and spiritual growth. This journey involves navigating life's experiences, learning from both successes and setbacks, and ultimately evolving through a process of change and transformation. Okay, so we probably had to go through a journey to get to be the King of Pentacles person who is financially or just overall stable. We had to use temperance and stay level-headed to get to all these opportunities that we have before us, right? So it took us a journey to do that. We had to go on a long journey of inner healing and good and bad events in our life to get to this point. And we deserve to be at this point because we've done a lot of work. We deserve it. Okay. We have the Craftsman. Let's see. Also from the Native American Tarot deck. The ability to manifest ideas into reality, emphasizing skill, creativity, and turning dreams into tangible creations. It also represents family pride, prosperity, and the sacredness of everyday tasks and crafts. This card encourages the querent to embrace their creative potential, work with intention, and build a life that reflects their vision. I love these. So collective. We're doing great because we've been on a long journey. So we deserve to be in the King of Pentacles energy right now, building stuff for ourselves and giving ourselves a lot of opportunities to do hard work and a stable, level-headed mind, right? So that we can create a good foundation for ourselves. Because we've been on a long journey of healing, and we are great craftsmen, so we can create all these opportunities for ourselves. Yep, we can. Through hard work, good things happen. I got a little bit of a cold. Okay, now the last thing is our crystal. which today is the I think it's peridot or peridot. I'm not really exactly sure which. So much life in you. Oh, that's cute. That goes good. That goes along with this good. Get that out real quick because the cats and roommates and I'm having a hard time with this, but it's a great message. So you see, because we work hard, right? We work hard. So even through all the chaos that's sometimes around me, I'm going to get this message out for us because we're doing great, collective. We're doing great. Okay, we are doing great. This collective community, we're doing great right now. Keep up the work. Keep praying. Keep talking to your guides and your angels and um, your team that guides you, and use your intuition and meditate and be kind. All the things, right? That's what we do. How we build ourselves up to be the King of Pentacles, right? Yes. I know I'm seeing some blessings. First time in well, I've probably always had them along the way, but feels like the first ones in a while. The peridot or peridot. I'm not really sure. You guys are gonna have to figure that out. Okay. Deep in your heart, there's a place of verdant joy and shining wellness, where moss carpets the rocks and tree trunks and are crisscrossed by flowering vines. The air is rich with birdsong, and every breath is crisp and vibrant, reaffirming life. In this magical and miraculous inner landscape, anything is possible. You can sip from the well of wisdom, play with the strands of time, and restore your soul when it grows world weary. This is the space where Peridot lives, spiraling through the never ending green. Come dance with me, she whispers. There is still so much life in you. Restore your spirit and remember your bliss, right? Do the inner work. You're going to be okay. You just, if you're going through stuff right now, you just have to remember the light inside. And why do you have light inside? Because you have the higher power, which I call God. Again, you can use whatever word that you like. And if you want to say collective energy, source, most high, um, that's the light inside of you. Okay. And it's always there. It's just that you run into people, places, and things that dim it temporarily. But see, you have to go through those things because that's how you learn in life, and that's how you learn to have faith that that life inside you is there. You just have to stay strong and work through everything, and you're always going to come out stronger and brighter on the other side, and then your light will shine again, right? Yes. Have faith. You're never alone. You have communities like this. You have your guides, and you have your higher power to talk to anytime you need to. Connect with the medicine around you, which is what I did today. I went out in nature. Peridot connects you with the medicine kingdoms, animal, vegetable, and mineral. Carrying peridot in your pocket for your heart, take yourself on an adventure into the realms of nature. Perhaps you live near a vast wild expanse and can romp in the woods or waters. I do. Or maybe you're in a city where you need to hone your awareness of the microcosmic world. Remember, even a small planter can host an abundance of life. That's true. True. Even a potted plant in front of your apartment building. Focus on being with rather than simply moving through this landscape. Use your powers of observation to Glean nature's messages. Watch for the slow breath of trees. Listen for the scurry of squirrels. Roll stones in your hand, feeling their knowledge of the ages of the earth. Allow Peridot to help you feel oneness with the natural world. Oh, that's nice. That's your ritual to do. And then reflection. What amplifies? It is said that King Solomon drank a special elixir called soma from a goblet carved of peridot. Served in this type of vessel, any drink is thought to be more healing, more able to reassert life and the wisdom of life cycles. Tradition has it that peridot wants to be set in gold, and that when she is, her power is amplified. And she could get a piece of gold jewelry with peridot in it, like a green crystal or stone. Pretty. I actually like deep green. I like, well, probably because I like nature. So green, green tones. I like blue, and I like those soothing tones. Then the Scorpio part of me probably likes the black and the red and the wine, burgundy. You know, like I in those colors a lot. What in your life amplifies your power? What makes you feel doubly strong, doubly blessed, or doubly well? Conversely, what makes you feel weakened? What's your kryptonite? What's your kryptonite? That you need to have temperance about. Whatever it is, take the time to think. Don't make any uh, move. Don't make quick moves. Always take time to think first. Not too much time, just take time. Okay? Don't let the kryptonite get you. Happened to all of us before, trust me. If you get burnt once or two or three or four or five times, you will learn not to touch the stove anymore. No, it's a hard lesson. Hey, I've probably been the stove to somebody else before too. So it goes both ways. I'm not going to sit up here and try to act like I haven't been somebody's fire. Sure I have. But this is how we grow. If the sight of the blue skies fills you with joy, if a blade of grass springing up in fields has the power to move you, if the simple things of nature have a message that you understand, rejoice, for your soul is alive. Oh, I love that. That's by Eleonora. Oh boy, here comes with the last name. Duse, Duse. Okay, that's who said that. Okay, well, that was good, right? That was a good message. Yeah, yes. So through hard work, we've become male or female, we've become the King of Pentacles, okay? A good, stable, financially stable person. Probably a lot more to it. I'm kind of tired, I'm sorry, because we had temperance. We dealt with situations that we had to deal with, the people, places, and things, the difficulties, the traumas, the pain, the hurts, the breakups, the broken marriages, sometimes, all the things, okay? We took the time to think and balance it out, because probably at one time with the Seven of Cups, we had too many different objects and shiny things, and we made the wrong choices. But now we flipped all that so that we can create all these Seven of Cups, which is a whole bunch of opportunities for ourselves. That's what we did. We went from too many bad decisions to creating good ones. Okay, now you just have temperance and make good choices this time, because You went on the journey and you're still on one. And technically, we always will be, right? That's what life is a journey of learning. So that once we go to the next place, wherever we go, whatever realm, whatever space, heaven, wherever it is, uh, we're on this journey so that we can go there in a higher, elevated, in an elevated, what's the right word? Vibration. Let's just say that. Because we are craftsmen. Because we can take all these lessons and we craft something beautiful out of it. So that we don't just hold pain and be negative and be bitter and think we're never going to find love or anything else like that. You don't necessarily need to find love as far as a relationship, because if you really take a look, if you go in and heal yourself and try to heal your family dynamic, you will find love within the people closest to you and yourself. And you won't need to have a partner. A partner is just an added benefit. Where we go wrong is we try to find that in somebody outside of ourselves, and that usually goes completely haywire. That's not where you find happiness. You shouldn't have to have somebody else to make you happy. Okay? So you can get a peridot or peridot, however you say it, crystal, and be one with nature, right? Oh, my nose. My goodness. I'm so sorry, you guys. I apologize. Here, I'll turn this off for a second. Okay. I don't want to sniffle on the screen. Okay, so if you ever come to Florida, you should try out the Heritage Village. And I think it was called Florida Botanical Garden in Largo. Very nice places. And if I can squeeze a picture or two, and I will, it was very beautiful. And I would definitely take people there again. I like to go by myself. The first go round, a lot of times, because I just get a better experience and I can take all the time I want, right? And I don't get distracted. And then if I want to go back, I'll go back again with family, friends. So I wish you luck with everything this week. I hope to see you back here soon. Again, I'm so happy with my blessing I got this week. Maybe at some point I'll share it with you. I'm just not ready to right now, okay? I wish you blessings too, and I love you guys, and I'm going to get out of here so I can get showered, so I can get out of here early in the morning and go make some money, right? All right, love you guys. Bye.